Couple personnel things.
As you all know, the purpose of this meeting is to discuss fire protection services in the Northtown District down at DeWitt. The board is entertaining some options and still has some internal discussions to occur. So what we're going to do here tonight is we'll go into executive session. We'll leave the room so that you don't have to, and then we'll come back and convene. We believe we're close to the decision that's likely to occur here tonight. So with that, I'll ask Angela to take the roll.
Supervisor Michaelenko,
Here.
Counselors Dooling,
Here.
Ruckdeschel,
Here.
Mannion,
Here.
Fleethood, Alex,
Here.
and Shiranza is absent.
Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion to enter executive
Can I
session.
ask a question before you do? Is it normal to have executive session before you entertain?
It is
public-
when you entertain any one of three areas: contract negotiations, personnel decisions that you do not want in public session, and potential litigation.
I understand that there are some things that cannot be and should not be discussed in front of the public. But any board,
I'll
Meeting
commit
that
to you
can-
upfront to this meeting that I will stay here as long as I can tonight to answer and give all the questions, responses that you feel, anyone in this audience feels is necessary.
I appreciate
That's not
that,
the
but could I finish asking my question? You've cut me off now twice.
Again, I have. In most board meetings, you will never even get an option to speak. Before I was supervisor, you couldn't have spoken.
According to the agenda that was posted on the Town of DeWitt website today, the topics listed are in order: public comments, pledge of allegiance, and executive session. Are you going, since I'm going to change my question now, are you going to make a decision about any of the matter at hand
That
during the
is the
executive
purpose
session?
of the executive
Are you
session.
going to make a final decision without giving us the opportunity to make comments and provide information and whatnot?
You can provide all the information you want. We're at a point where we're discussing the decision. We have not convened anything more than 3 members in a meeting or a discussion is against public law. And therefore, we're going into an executive session to discuss the status and likelihood of a decision. So,
You're not gonna make a decision during the executive.
not in the executive session, we're gonna have an idea of when we come out where we're at.
Any decision will be made in public.
Any final decision will be recorded and part of the public record.
After we have the opportunity to make comments,
It
correct?
depends on the time it takes. I'll entertain comments to a point, but I have several board members that have had prior engagements that have been.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.
If we run up against the time that people have to leave, we will make the decision. And then I will be more than willing to sit and explain the process, the history, whatever questions you have as to how we got to that decision.
Hi there. You know, I've been to many board meetings and I've been to board meetings at other places as well. Now, I understand most contracts that involve personnel and pay for personnel cannot be discussed in an open forum. But contracts do not include personnel pay should be by New York State discussed in open forum. And that's what I think everyone here is wanting to know is, one, who are the proposals from? What are the amounts of the proposals? What do they include? Because I think most of the people here are in the North Fire District. And we want to know how this affects us.
We'll release that after the decision.
Yeah, but that's not the point. We need to discuss it before you make a decision.
I'll present an outline or a series of any of the information that you want. This board has not come to a decision. We're entering an executive session. I believe we're close to that. When we come out of the executive session, we will
Which
entertain comments.
that's all good, Ed, but the problem is, you have people here that live in the North District, they have questions. And after you make a decision, our questions basically don't mean shit. And right now,
So
we
that's
want
not,
this.
so we had a meeting on Monday night. That and I think 80% of the people that are here tonight were at the meeting on Monday night. And I gave everybody a chance to talk. And it was in public session, you can read the minutes. So we've heard quite a bit from the public. I'm sorry that you weren't able to make
I
Monday
was
night.
not.
So this is a special meeting, again, to be transparent that we're having another meeting.
What being transparent means answering questions before you make decisions, not
We did answer questions on Monday.
I have a series, again, I don't know where this is heading, but I have a series of points that I will read before the decision that I believe Again, I'm speaking too early on this, but I have a series of points that I think will answer 90% of the questions that people may have.
Can I at least ask? When did you receive proposals? The dates, that's not a privacy, is it?
December 2nd.
All of them, you
Yes.
received all of them December 2nd.
Yes.
How many were received? 3, and they were all on December 2nd.
Yes, that was the bid open.
So East Syracuse never sent you
They did send a proposal.
before December 2nd?
They did, and then they sent one. Again, we put out a request for proposals after East Syracuse had sent us their numbers for 2025. They requested that we tell them by November 6th whether we were gonna renew that contract, and I believe we responded by November 6th as our intent was not to renew it.
So when you got the RFP in October from East Syracuse,
No, there's no RFP in
you got a bid, you got a bid then, or you got something from?
got a
East
letter
Syracuse?
from stating what the cost would be for
Okay.
2025.
And that was in October.
I don't know the exact date.
Well, you should. We're discussing it.
And
Okay,
Making a
how
decision.
do I know when you don't? I mean, this makes no sense.
I'll entertain a motion to go into executive
There
session.
you go. Because you don't want to answer questions.
I do,
No, you don't.
I don't keep.
It's on the agenda, you need to
I
follow
have
it.
one question.
Yes,
Am I to understand that you've already made your decision whether you go to executive session or whether we have this roundtable here?
there are
Is it all done
7
and-
votes
is
on
it
this
done and over
decision.
with?
I have not canvassed the 7 board members. I don't know how this
Do it
vote is
right now.
gonna break out or where we stand tonight. We're going into an executive session because
Again,
for any more than 3 board members to meet or discuss an issue publicly is illegal. You wait until a quorum is maintained. We're going into the executive session to see the status of where we are with respect to this proposal. And we'll come out and we'll relay the decision that this board has after discussion, some of the nuances / points. Points related to the proposals.
You should let everyone talk, it's only been 10 minutes. I drove 3 hours to rush back here for this emergency meeting on this.
I'll
That's the
stay
least you
3
can do.
hours this evening afterwards.
After a decision has been made.
Again, I don't know going into this where
Okay,
the
so, all
decision.
right,
Can
so,
I answer the question? Is there a reason why you're rejecting the contract for the East Syracuse Fire Department? Is there like a definite reason?
There's I can give you a little
Okay.
some of this. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'll be advised by legal counsel to go into executive session. I
But
will-
why can't they answer why they're not?
I have
We
answers
didn't
to
vote for
most of
legal
your questions.
counsel.
I'll entertain a
For the town
motion
board.
to go into executive session.
I don't think this is right.
This is why people.
I'll have entertain a motion from
It's the
Max.
railroad.
Second from
You
Chad.
have to give a reason why you're not.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained, motion's carried. We'll be back.
We look forward to your return.
Yeah.
This is why people.